How are we doing, everybody?
Hola,
Welcome to another episode of Getting Jiggly With It. I'm Lou.
I'm Audrey.
And what are we playing today?
Skulk Hollow.
Skulk Hollow. So we are playing Skulk Hollow. That is the first game in the, I think it's called Borg or something like that series. Basically, Mall Peak is up on Kickstarter now. We figured let's get this game, that way we could play it to see, well, I don't why we say to see if we would play the other one. We're still going to play the other one. We were sent a preview copy, so we will be playing Mall Peak tomorrow. And then next Saturday, we're actually going to try to combine the two games. We'll probably take the hero or a bad guy from each. Maybe we'll do both. Maybe we'll do the Foxen versus one of the Mall Peak bad guys, and then we can do the I forget what the new guys are called. We'll remember the new guys tomorrow. But yeah, we'll play them against one of the older bad guys. We'll see. But this is our first time, of course, playing Mall Peak. Most of our gameplays are a first playthrough. That way we can give you valid first impressions at the end of the video. If you're watching this live, then you're listening to this. If you're watching this pre-recorded, then you can just skip to our first impressions if you don't care about how the game plays. But if you care about how the game plays, what are we going to do? We're going to tell them how to play the game.
Yes.
See? All right. So let me go ahead and flip the camera over, and we'll give a brief rundown of the game. All right, so we are set up for a two-player game of Skulk Hollow. Why?
Because we are two.
Well, that's one reason, but the other reason because it's a two-player game.
Oh, it is a two-player game.
It is only a two-player game. It is a versus game. However, if you do pick up Mall Peak, you can combine it and actually make it a four-player game. You're basically going to be playing both of the hero factions with, I guess, two bad guys. I guess you're fighting against two bad guys. Or you can make it a three-player game, I guess, one bad guy versus two sets of heroes. That might be a little bit hard, though. I don't remember if Mall Peak gives you rules around that, but I would imagine they would of how to combine the games. So in Skulk Hollow, one player is going to be the Guardian, as they call them, which to me sounds like a good thing, a Guardian of the world, right? The other one is going to be what they call the heroes. So I wonder if this is one of those really weird things where really the Guardians are the good guys and the heroes are really bad, but they think they're good.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know. Could be.
But could be. I see.
We're not here to decide
faces.
that. Yeah, it could be. He seems kind of shifty. You're king there. Oh, they all seem shifty. Oh, maybe the foxes are bad.
I'm playing the bad guys.
But they're called heroes. But what we're trying to do is, for the heroes, they need to take down the Guardian. So you can see, oh, my Guardian, I got a bunch of hearts. So Oddity's going to control all of her little Foxen people, either through pulling them from her deck of cards, which are currently off the screen. There we go. She's got a deck of cards. To recruit more heroes. They're going to come out. They end up on MySpace. Once they do that, they're going to get shut down because MySpace really isn't that good anymore. But yeah, then they... That was a bad joke. That was a dad joke. It was a very bad dad joke. But once they do that, they can then leap onto my player or onto my board here, and they can start doing damage again through their cards. So their cards are going to have things like shoot, swords for attack, leap, hurl, just different actions that they can do from the cards. Certain of the heroes are going to do different things. Like she's got a rogue, I think a knight, and a archer. She's got 3 different heroes she can recruit. There are multiple leaders. We're playing what the game recommends as the easiest leader, which is the King of War. He has a sentinel here that kind of helps him out at the beginning of the game. And then the easiest Guardian at 1 star is Grak. So of course I'm going to be playing Grak. But that's basically the game. You basically have 3 actions you can take, which are play a card, right? What else can you do?
Play a card, prepare, which is discarding 1 card and draw 2,
yep.
Or just draw 2 if I don't have any cards. And prepare and what?
Spend power.
Spend the power, so
yep.
I can do free actions with my hero.
With your hero, and the free actions are with the power. Don't count towards Oddity's 3 action limit. She has a hand size of 5. I have a 2 action limit with a hand size of 5, and I have no power. So the power of these cubes here that she'll be able to gain through the cards. The cards that she plays will gain her some power. During the cleanup phase, the power will move over to her characters. Some will have special abilities, like the Sentinel here allows her to hurl for a free action. The hurl is basically, as long as she's down here at the bottom, she can hurl a rock or a boulder. I don't know what he's hurling. He's hurling something at me, which will do damage to me. Play continues until one person meets their victory condition. My 2 victory conditions are either to eliminate the leader or to eliminate 8 heroes in total. Oddity's victory condition is, well, to eliminate me, to get all the hearts on my my body there. But I think that is it. I was going to say who goes first. We would roll the extra life die. What do we have this die sitting here? I always forget.
Because we support Children's Miracle Network through donations.
Yeah, we're wearing shirts for that too.
We're wearing that shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And you can also donate if you want using the link down below and make kids
sick kids well.
Yeah,
so para los niños. Para los niños. My para was not very para. All right, so we do have our little medal here. We'll put the medal up here too. There we go. Underneath my thing, because I think I won it last game we played. Now, I did also give Audrey these relic tokens. These are for a beginner game. You can run these relic tokens. What they do is at any time, the hero player can turn in, basically whoever's newer at playing, can turn in one of the relic tokens to take an extra action. So this could basically give you a free action. So it could come in handy if, for example, she's real close to, killing me. She could basically just take an extra action. But that's what these are. They're just free actions for beginning players. With that said, the heroes always go first. If you want to read about the Foxen, tell everybody who the Foxen are.
It says, Foxen heroes, capital, Skull Hollow, Roller, King, Pulps. The Foxen are raised with a sense of destiny. For all the animal races, the children of the big folk. Yet Foxen boldness does not lead to rashness, only a certainty that the steps they took yesterday were the right ones. A solid The certainty that the steps they took yesterday were the right ones, a solid foundation for tomorrow. Their homes are a physical symbol of that confidence. Solid stone structures on the surface guarding the entrance of the cozy underground dens. The largest collection of Foxen dens is Skulk Hollow, home to the place of the Foxen royal family.
Oh, okay. So, and then I'm playing Grak. Grak is the rumbling guardian. Grak aka udonktos lupuna mat. That's a little quote. Did yours? Oh, yours didn't have a quote.
No.
Grak was built to be persistent, made to shift stone and carve canyons with unrelenting blows. The work was endless, but it earned praise from its masters. Grak was good. The big folk told it so. And when at last the work was done, Grak crawled into caverns it had shaped and hibernated with a sense of contentment. Thousands of years later, Foxen explorers were delving into a cavern network deep beneath the surface, and their slightest scent was carried on underground air currents to Grak's nose. So basically, you guys woke me up. I was sleeping. I did good. They said, the big folk said it was good. I think you guys are the bad guys. I think I am a good guy. I think the Guardians are the good guys. They're the guardians of the planet. Kind of like Captain Planet.
Yeah, it looks like Earth.
Yeah, he's like Earth. I don't know. I forget there are other ones in here. So, of course, like I said, we'll probably get another one played next weekend. But yeah, so you have Grak. You have Apoda, which is like this grassy centipede thing. And then you have Tanthos, which is like a squid tree thing. And then you have Raptora, which is like a plant tree thing as well, but it flies. All right. So with that said, we're going to go ahead and draw our starting hand. So I get 5 cards for my starting hand. You get, oh, here's yours. I took your cards from you. You get 5 cards for your starting hand. And your objective is to get to where I am. Well, once you get some helpers out there, maybe. So that way you can do damage. Now, we do have the board set the wrong way. Normally, you want to play this facing each other because the movement cards that Audrey has, they're in movement in relation to her being at the top of the board and me being at the bottom of the board. So whenever we play the movement cards, you might see us like turning them sideways to make sure that we're playing them the right direction. All right, so you can take 3 actions.
So my first action, I want to gain power.
All right, so you get 2 power, and that goes into your pool. All right, and then I don't know where you're gonna. I kind of had those there, so that way you could put like your other heroes here.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I play the action, then I prepare
Well, that's if you want to prepare. You can play card. You can play each one as many times as you want. Yeah.
Okay, so gain ground. Gain ground.
Gain ground. Right.
What's gain ground?
So you can basically move any direction within, with your.
Oh, so now I could move.
Well, no, yeah, you move.
But not with this. I have to have a.
No, you can move one of your 2 guys that are already out there, which is your sentinel and your leader. But remember, your leader, you never want him to be by himself because I can't attack him as long as there's somebody else there because they're going to jump in front of the king, right? They're going to block the leader.
See.
Wherever you want to go, you eventually just want to.
First?
Yeah, you eventually just want to come to me.
But then, can I do this? It's
yeah, faster. You can go there. Yeah, because this is any direction, left, right, up, down. You can go any direction with this one. This one's like a omnidirectional thing.
And then I got the hero. This hero is gonna take one. Can I play a hero?
Yeah, you can play a hero to add another guy to your realm. Okay. So you played the knight. So the knight is he has mount. When entering the guardian's ground space, this hero may take 1 free leap action. So when he comes into my space, he takes 1 free leap action. Now they come in either at the any of the 3 spots. You can bring them in at any of those 3 spots.
Now, like he starts
he just comes into the realm. He showed up. He says, "Hi, how you doing? I'm here."
And then it says he take. Oh no,
that's this. Yes. When he comes into my spot wherever I am, then he does that. All right. So that was your 3 actions.
Do I draw back to 5 now or later?
Was that clean up? Okay, so clean up now. Yep. So you want to move your power to whichever ones you want to put the power on. I would definitely say you probably want to put one on the sentinel. Let's make sure we're doing the cleanup phase. And that's one thing I noticed. The player aid tells me what her people do, but they don't tell us the moves. It's kind of a disadvantage of these little player aids here, is they don't have a quick reference. Or we missed them. Maybe they were one of the other boxes that I didn't open. It's possible. All right, here. No, hang on. I want to clean up. Clean up. Refill hand. From their deck, the active player draws until their hand is full. Yep. So you draw to your hand is full. Now, if your hand is already full, then you draw 1. So yes, so it's into your turn. So now you draw back to your 5.
What did you shuffle this?
Yeah, I shuffled them. Now the movement, I can't remember. Is the movement's 1 space? Looks like I moved 2 spaces. I've got a couple here that look like, oh, no, I guess you're just doing that for the direction purposes. This 1 space. Okay. So I can't attack you because nowhere to attack. So I'm going to move that way 1. And then I'm going to scatter, which gets me 1 to your space. Right? Was there and I went there. Yep. All right. I only get to take 2 actions, so that's it for me. So then I draw back up. So I kind of put myself on top of you, but that means that you're. Oh well, no, that doesn't mean good things for me because you can.
So
you can jump on top of me now if you wanted to. Like this guy can jump on me here.
By moving 1?
No, it's automatically when you're in this space. Since you're on that space, you're on me now. So now you'll be able to hurl and with his power and do damage to me.
That would be 1 action.
No, that's free action. That's free action because you're spinning power. Yep.
And how do I
just put it back there? And then tell me where you want to where you're trying to
But he's at stomp.
He's at stomp, yeah. Where do you want to hurl your I don't know what you're hurling at me.
Swing. I think that's dangerous.
Swing is dangerous. Now, once you knock that out, that maybe I missed that. Does that mean I can't do that anymore? Once you have wounded that spot? Wounded in Guardian. When a hero wounds a Guardian, place a token. If all wound spaces in that Guardian location are now full, the ability is disabled. Okay, yeah. So basically, you can stop me from being able to do certain things. Okay. Yeah, so that's a good one because swing basically I deal 1 wound to any unit on the ground space. So that's actually good damage there. All right, so that was a free action, so you still have 3 actions to do.
Free action. So when I play this leap.
Well, leap, you have to already be on me, so you'd have to move on to me first, and then that allows you to leap higher, unless you want him to leap higher. Or you can just do the melee and it would damage my feet.
Okay, I do melee.
Alright, so that's 1 action.
Where did I put my other card?
Yep, right there next to you on the left.
These are the ones
That's
that
your
I
discard.
discard.
Yep, that's your discard.
And I guess I gain power.
Alright, so that's your 2nd action.
You
have to play a card. You have to play a
no,
card
no,
that allows you to gain power.
Then I'm going. Oh, do I have another?
You can have more than one. You've got
Of the
extra.
same?
Yeah, you have extra Foxens over there. It's basically strategy. Like I said, like the archers would allow you, because the archers allow you to shoot from range, right? So like archers, you'd want a whole bunch of them because then you can just kind of peg away at me from a distance without having to get close to me.
I think I'll play the archer.
All right, so the archer. So you put a blue one wherever you want. Right there.
But so he should not be alone, right?
Well, I mean, if I'm gonna head there, then I'd be able to smack him.
Can I put them together?
Yeah.
See? So would you?
Yeah, because she can shoot from there. Yeah, I would damage that one. She can shoot from there. See, archer, fire from a surrounding ground space, deal 1 damage. So if you play an archer card, a bow and arrow, then you can shoot me from there.
So do I have to? Can I play one?
That was your 2nd action, right? So you have a 3rd action. So you're going to play the missile.
Missile.
All right. And then which spot you want to get rid of my swing, I guess?
Yeah.
All right. You were already on a roll. You've already knocked out 3 hearts in 1 turn. All right. So that is it. So now you do the cleanup phase. What do I want to do? So I can't swing anymore. Thanks. Although, hang on, I wonder if that counts as... surrounding. If an angle counts as surrounding. When your arrow, does it deal 1 wound to any of the... Deal 1 wound to any guardian location. The attack hero must be in attack range based on their ability. From a surrounding. This one says from a surrounding, and it's a plus sign. So a surrounding, maybe you wouldn't have been able to damage me there.
But are you surrounding you?
Well, I'm thinking it's not horizontal. So let's see. Does it talk about surrounding? Surrounding. Oh, there's all the guys. It's very thick cover on this thing too. Thick covers are nice. They're durable. Desired moving, leap, connected. I don't see surrounding being defined. Hero units with a fire ability must attack surrounding ground spaces. Yeah, it doesn't say. I mean, we're playing at an angle, so I'd imagine. Here we go. Key terms. Here we go. So. Surrounding, there we go, surrounding. All ground spaces on Skulk Hollow map that share a side or a corner. Okay, so it is angles as well. Okay, we're good.
So it is surrounding.
Yeah, well my thing said surrounding and showed a plus, so it's kind of confusing because it says a side or a corner. Yeah, so this is a corner, so it counts. So that threw me off because my picture didn't show that. All right, so I'm going to gaze, which allows me to do 1 damage. To any hero unit in a surrounding ground space, it shares a side. Okay, mine says side. instead of corner.
My pink one is...
Corner is different. Surrounding is corner and side. My ability is specifically side. That makes more sense. Okay. So I can't do that. And I can't swing anymore, thanks. So... Rachel did. Whoa, look at the awesome big boy. Oh, they're chunky meeps. We like the chunky meeps. That's my next shirt. I've got to make a shirt, and I'm going to make it with a whole bunch of, like, I'm going to make a meeple out of a whole bunch of meeples, and it's going to say chunky meeps. The chunky meeps. All right, so I'm going to do this, which allows me to move here. Hola. I'm tu amigo. Welcome to the party. And then I'm going to stomp. So by stomping, stomp, move all hero units from Grok's ground space to other ground spaces. So basically, it makes you guys. Oh, I thought it would do damage to you. Well, that's no fun. Well, that's no fun because I can't swing. Could I throw? No, I can't throw either. I didn't have anything to throw. All right, well, that's fine. So I don't know if you're. This is technically counting as my ground space now. So all of these guys move. Yeah, do that. That way the leader's by himself. All right. So then I draw back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, I like that one.
So I have to choose one, right?
Yeah, you choose which one you want to do.
Oh, no, I don't know.
No.
I want to gain power. Like that?
Well, power's just power. So power, you just gain the power. When
yeah, but
when
that
you play
means
it.
I don't want... Okay.
That means you don't do the top action. Yeah, you choose which action you want to do.
And then... Flank. What is flank?
Flank? It's just called flank. That means you can move left and right instead. So basically, flank means you could go from here to here, from here to here.
Not here?
No, because hold the card the way your guys are. See, they can only go left and right. You would have to have one that's pointing that way now.
Oh, I see.
So like I've got like this one here, right? So that would allow me to move back to your space there.
But then no, I want somebody with him, you said.
Well, yeah.
But then if I put them all together, they can all die together.
Well, everybody else would get injured, but he wouldn't get injured. So my only way to do damage is either gaze or swing, right? Swing is 1 wound to any hero in that space. So I would actually wound everybody that's in my space if I did a swing, which you were good. You took that out first. Throw, I remove them from me, and I can move them to another ground space.
That's what you did. So,
oh, it says to other ground spaces. It doesn't say they had to be near me.
No? I just said surrounding.
No, it just said move all hero units from Grok's ground space to other ground spaces. So it just says other. So technically, I could have thrown you guys as far as I wanted. Here, I'll split everybody up. I'm gonna split the whole party up. So flank would allow you to move like from here to here. Is what flank would allow you to do.
Then I do that.
And it's flank 2, right? So that means you can actually move twice if you wanted to.
With the same one.
Yeah. Well, no, or you can split it, I think it said. So if it was like, well, that was with the double leap, right? So with the double leap, you could split it. Possible directions indicated. The arrow should be viewed in player's perspective. It doesn't talk about the number. What's the number for? I don't know what the number is for. Oh, it's just showing the other action on the bottom of the thing. The 2 is for that. Okay.
Gain 2 power.
Yeah,
so
that's
it is
okay.
just move 1.
It's just showing the 2. Yeah, it's just showing the 2
Okay,
actions.
so like,
all right, so it's just move 1.
So that's my second one. And
Now remember, reaction. The only thing the king can do with his power is use it to move. So you could use the king's free action to move him with somebody else if you want to.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna move him with him.
All right. So the archer is going to protect the king.
And I guess I play.
You've only done one action, right, so far, which was
No,
you gain power
gain
and then
power
you
and then
you
moved.
flanked. Okay, so you have 1 left.
Heroes.
Well, that's fine. You want as many heroes as you can get. All right, so you now have a rogue. So he can join. He can come in right where I am, or he can come into one of those 2 spots.
No, I don't want you. Well, I don't want him with you.
Okay, there.
Okay, they are.
They have to. Has to be one of those 3 spots. That's the only places you can come in at. All right, so that's it. All right, so move your power over to your peoples. So he does have power now ability as well, but it's whether or not you want to sacrifice that free move on the king.
To lead action, they may attach to any guardian location.
Oh, so when he leaps, he can leap anywhere. He doesn't have to follow the path. So normally you would have to leap here and then leap here. He'd be able to leap from here all the way up here, or he can leap wherever he wants.
Okay.
But that's just his dash. That's not his power. So for him, he doesn't have a. Oh yeah, you can use that to take that action too. That's right. Yeah, so you can use the power to take his actual action. I think. Hang on, let me double check the power again. I mean, we did it earlier, but here plays an order card that allows him to gain. No, that's the gaining power. What was the using power? That's using cards. Man. Hero may spend 1 power from any hero unit to make a move action in any direction. Spend power. The active player removes 1 cube from the guardian or unit in order to take an additional action that is available to that guardian or hero unit without playing a card. Spent power cubes so any action. Okay, so you can take any of their actions without playing a card. So with them, you can choose to do melee, leap, or
when
so you
I
can use
spend
any
the action. When I discard their power.
Yeah, you can spend any of their things. The bottom is just the special rules for their specific hurl or whatever. It's just to make it easier so you don't have to remember what fire is or what hurl is when you're doing your action. So yeah, so you can take. So with him, you can actually leap, attack, or move. With him, you can do everything plus move, and him you can do plus move. So as a free action. But okay, so that's your cleanup, and then you drew back to 5. Okay. All right, so I'm going to play this, which allows me to mend, which heals me 1 heart. So I got my swing back, and I get to draw a card. All right, and then for my second action, I'm going to gaze. Deal 1 wound to any hero unit in surrounding ground spaces that shares a side. See, I shouldn't have moved you guys now because because gaze, if I would have left those guys there, I would have been able to do damage. So I'm doing damage to anybody that is like this. So let me move my guy so it makes sense. So I do 1 damage to him. So he's only got 1 hit point. So that means he is muerte. I do 1 damage
and
to
he had a power.
And he had a power. So now this goes to discard. I get +1. And there we go. That was my second action. So now I draw back to 5, which is really only 1. Yeah, 5. Gotta get your people up there and start. Once you get them on here, the only way I can get you off is with a throw action. Or if you stay on the ground. If you stay on the ground, I can get you off too.
So if I want the sentinel to use their...
He has to be on me first. So if you want him to use that, then you would need to use this to move first.
Okay.
So you use that to move first, which puts you here. and now you can do that. Yep,
Okay.
to hurl. Where do you want to hurl? Don't they? That swing again. Swing is the only thing that, yeah, I mean, most of the other ones don't aren't as good as swing. Swing seems to be the best. I mean, gaze is pretty good too. Oops, I forgot he comes off on that. Gaze is pretty good too, but I have to be beside, right? So right now, like your purple guy is kind of in danger. So you may either want to move your purple guy in so he can start attacking me, or move him out so he doesn't get hurt. Oops.
But then this does not work, right?
Well, it's this way. So he's here. So yeah, that's angle. That's good. So that would move him. But do you have an attack? Because I mean, if you move in there and you can't attack, that might be a
danger. No,
well, it's not necessarily a danger. If I stomp, I just scatter you guys away again. I can't swing, and gaze doesn't. Yeah, so really, you're not in danger. Being on me is a safer spot than anywhere else, because the only thing that allows me to damage you is swing or throwing you off of me. So being on me is a safer place than being off of me, technically. So you want to move your pink purple guy?
So
he's pink, he's not purple.
Yeah,
though.
so we'll go here, which means he can go
in the next space, because you can only have as many as there are spaces. All right, and then that was your, is that your third action? That was your second action, so you have one more action.
Oh,
she's too far away to shoot me.
Yeah, she needs to be in the.
She needs to be one space away. Okay. One space away. Any archer just needs to be one space away. You can recruit more people, or you can do the discard one to draw two.
Well, yeah, I'll discard one and draw two. Okay.
All right, so that should be your last. That should have been your third action, right?
Two.
All right, so then you do your refresh. You didn't have any power this time, so just draw back to Cinco. Unit is in the Guardian's ground space. It may attach to the lowest location. Yeah, so you automatically attach if you're in that location. Yeah, so it's under, which is weird. It talks about this under the leap section, but you don't need to leap onto me because you're already at the ground location. It's kind of weird. All right, so I'm going to mend again, so I get my swing back. And then I'm going to use my swing, which allows me to do 1 damage to any, not all, just any hero unit. So that goes him.
He's muerto.
He's muerte. So you take him back. Take him back.
2.
That's 2. 2 of 8. That's it. That was my 2 actions.
And I don't get an arrow. A bow arrow.
Oh yeah, and she can't have power on her. Well, this guy you can swing. I mean, if you got swing, he's still on my feet, so you can hit the stomp. If you have a leap, you can go up higher. You can leap up and get further up.
I cannot proceed. Proceed would be...
Well, it's this way. So proceed would move you here.
There.
No, this isn't move. This is only leap now. You'd have to use a card with leap to move him. Then they would proceed to there. Or one person would proceed to there, which would be your archer. Okay, but if you want to keep attacking me, then you want to leap and attack me.
Okay, I have another one. So this one to move my archer here.
Okay.
And I am going to... I need power.
So leap.
Okay, sleep.
Goes there.
Power.
You're gonna use it for the power, not the attack.
Because the attack is.
He can attack. He would wound my throw.
Also, melee is from there.
Is where he physically is melee. Mm-hmm.
Because
the hurl allows him to just.
Okay.
The hurl allows him to just stay here down here at the bottom, and he can keep throwing things at each location. With melee, you have to walk around each location to do the damage.
Okay, so yeah, I will attack. And okay, that's throw.
Yep. Well, that's where you are, so that's kind of where you have to be because you look.
Yeah, no, but I was gonna.
Right, so that was your third action. So draw back up to 5. I'm going to retreat. Brings me back 1. And then I'm going to I'm going to swing because I can take any action. So I'm going to swing at her. So she's muerte. She only had 1 hit point. And back to you. My turns are quick. I gotta shuffle. I figured you knew that too. That once you run out of cards, you would just shuffle. You want to recruit your people. You really want to recruit people. You want to have as many out there as possible. Because remember, if I hit the king 3 times, that's it.
Dos.
Okay, and then you can bring them in wherever you want. Well, bring these guys in first.
Oh, is whatever in the.
Well, they have to be one of these 3. It's got to be the town, the bright spots. It didn't really explain that very well, but it said the town, so I'm thinking it's those 3 spots. There was a map. Hang on, there was a map on the back. Where's the map? Oh, here it is. Yeah, so you have the keep, the town. So you have these 3 are the town. So town, well. Oh, town, mill, town, well. Yeah, this is a farm. That's a mine. This is talking about whether something is considered surrounding, because it says surrounding, not surrounding. That's how I figured out the surrounding was the picture in the book. All right, so that was your 1, 2.
And
you have 3 plus. Don't forget you have your relics, basically bones. You have bones.
I was going to do maneuver. Oh no, but he's not protected. Then I do double leap.
All right, so go leap. And then do you have?
It's just there because
do you have a swing? No.
A swing?
Yeah, swing action. No. Okay. That's what I was saying. You have these. Remember to take an extra action. If you spend those, you can take an extra action. That's why I was wondering if you had a swing. Because if you had a swing, you could use that as the extra action and take out my swing.
You mean what do you mean swing? Me having a
you
swing?
I'm sorry. You having the swords. Sorry, I was calling it swing. You swing your swords.
See, okay. I know. I don't have it.
Okay. Right, so checkable.
But these I have to. These are not free.
At any time, you just say, "I want to take one more action," and then you discard one of these.
One more action. I mean, something.
Basically, you can play, or you could do the prepare, or whatever, right?
Okay.
All right, so you're back to 5.
Yes.
Why'd you discard that one?
I did move. No.
No.
Oh, no. I did.
Those are all new.
This.
Those are all.
These
new.
are my new ones. I did. Okay.
You
no.
had him. You picked up all 3 of these. That was your draw pile. There you go. So you only pick up 2 of those. There you go. Are we good now?
Yes.
Okay. What can I do to you? I can't do that. So I'm going to gaze. because if I stand myself that way, I'm going to gaze and do 1 damage to him. And then I'm going to do throw to throw you off of me. Put you up there. All right, back to you.
So I want her to attack you.
Well, the pink one has to get on me first. So you have to move on to me first. You're not on the same space as me. You have to move to my space. So that would allow you to go there, there, yeah.
But then he could go here, no?
Yeah.
Okay, so I go here. And then he can attack.
Yep, so he can swing, which does 1 damage. Alright, so that was 1 was move, 2 was swing,
and I get
3 is you can do 2 power or swing again.
Well, swing again will.
Well, I won't be able to stomp anymore. So what stomp lets me do is I stomp and it makes you guys scatter, right? So it makes you get further away from me and you have to work at getting back. Right, so throw back to 5.
Oh no.
Alright, so I'm going to swing. Means adios, little rogue, you did your job. You'll shuffle, this will be your new discarded pile, since this wasn't there when you were shuffling. Alright, and then I'm good where I am, so I'm going to heal. No, I'm not going to heal. I'm going to actually retreat. I'll naturally retreat right. Hang on. I don't want to retreat right. Hang on. I'm going to retreat back. Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? All right, back to you. Oh,
Can I move with one of these?
Move with power.
So I need to gain power first.
Well, then on a following turn, you'll be able to move. Because you're just collecting the power now.
Yeah.
Or get yourself an archer and then... Well, you have no movement, huh?
No. Well, but
you can attack. You can leap and attack with him. I mean, he still does attacks.
So I leap.
Is that your only attack card though? Oh, because he doesn't do ranged.
So I no.
Yeah, because that's already damaged. Hey, you leap. You get up there. You're ready for next turn.
I cannot do anything else. Oh, no. See, leap.
Because then I can't stomp. Well, I couldn't stomp on you anyways. Alright. That was 3.
That was 1. I played this. 2.
Leap was 2. Okay, so you have 1 more.
Oh,
you didn't bring your person in. Where'd you want the archer at? That one. Which one of these 3? Alright.
Again, power.
Okay. Right. And now you can allocate your power.
No? No, see?
Yeah, it's the end of your turn. All right, and draw back to 5. So I'm going to mend. I guess I'll mend this. And then I'm going to Can't do any of these. Guess I'll do that to throw you off. Throw you back at the castle. All right, back to you. Yeah, mine is about as limited as yours, because like right there is like there was nothing else I could do. Like I could gaze, but no one was near me. I could swing, but nobody was at my feet. It's like everything I had, nobody was within range of me to do it. Me coming away from you was kind of a bad idea. Oh, Nick, wait a minute. Why did I do that? Never mind. I'm thinking I want you as far away from me as possible, but it seems like I want you as close as possible.
Oh, no?
All right, so you got another rogue. All right, put them on the map. Now it makes sense why these icons are here more. Look. So you know what they are. So like you were saying with that other game, because your hand's not big enough, you don't know what the card is because it's covered up. That's why they put the icons
yeah,
in. So you can see what they are.
I like that. So this one could move up here, right? My right. No, this one? No.
Remember, you're supposed to be sitting over here. So this is where he is, right? So from his spot, he can move here or here.
Oh, he's in the middle.
Yeah, this one can move. Yeah, your archer can if you have a bow and arrow. She can move here.
I don't have a bow and arrow.
Well, that's not helpful. This guy can move here with the leader. And well, no, he's got hurl, so he's got to still be on me.
This one can move. No.
You can move to the leader.
This one.
No, the brown one. Your brown one can move to the leader. That one can go there.
I don't understand then this.
See the square? That's your square.
See?
You can go there. Does that make it easier putting it on the actual square?
Yeah,
It's because you're not sitting on the right side of the map.
Mm-hmm.
You should be sitting over there. I should be sitting over here. Does not make for very good YouTube content. All right, so that was 2.
That was 2.
Okay.
I don't have any weapon.
Mm-mm. Bring out more guys. The archers to me are the best because it's me. The archers you can.
But I don't get their weapon.
Well, at some point you will. All right, so bring your other blue girl out.
Oops, that was the wrong one.
Oh, they have different symbols.
See. Where is my other one?
Oh, yeah, these are different symbols. Oopsie, that's that one. This is the correct one for that one. Yeah. That's the correct one for that one, Boots. Okay, that I didn't even notice that. That makes so much sense because, like, if I'm attacking, which one of these do I get rid of? Now, most of these only have 1 hit point. So to me, it's not that big of a deal. But like these guys have 2 hit points, so it actually makes more sense. Also, if you're trying to do their ability, their abilities might be different.
No,
those are the same. Well, I mean, like we don't know what the other rogue is. It might be the same.
I think it's the same. I only had 1.
Okay, so that was your 3rd?
Yeah.
Tres? All right, so draw back to 5. All right, I'm going to approach right. Hola, amigos. Oh, why did I do that? That was stupid. I shouldn't have done that. And then I'm going to swing, which does 1 damage to that guy. All right, back to you. Yeah, the Foxen turns are much more, right? There's more you have to think about with the Foxen turn versus mine's kind of like, because I can only play 2 cards, it's kind of very limited. It's like move, hit, move, hit.
When this hero takes a leap action, they may attach to any. Oh, that's
so basically when he goes here, he can jump to wherever. You gotta get him there first.
That does not work for any.
Yeah. Well, that would allow them to come there. Nope. That's yeah, that would allow her to go here. She can shoot me from there. That would allow. Well, maybe more. You're this way.
I don't. Why not is it that way when it's the other way?
You're this way. It's always this way. These should face that way towards the castle. So yeah. So she could move here, and then, or she could move here.
Okay, so I want one very close, so they can use the.
There. Well, she's already close. She can already shoot.
But I don't have a no.
Oh, then you need this guy. Yeah, so that would be this one. So he would have to go there with that card. But then you still got to get one more movement.
But then it can attack with this one here.
Those guys there, yes. Well, it would be right there, but yeah. Although he's got hurl, so you also have your hurl ability too. He can also leap. You can spend his to make him leap.
So I spend this is what action would be?
Whichever one you want. Move, leap, or attack.
Yeah, but which one? First, second?
That is a free action, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, so he's going to...
Oh, in terms of your total this turn, you've taken one action. You have two more after that.
Okay, so this is going to leap, and then I am going to attack with this one.
So it means I can't throw you off. And then you can use his to take out my swing.
And then, yeah, his is going to swing, to attack swing.
All right, so you have one more, right?
And
no more and.
He is going to stomp, to attack stomp, see?
Oish. So now you just got, all you got left is my gaze. Gotta get some more Foxen up in there.
Yeah, that was at the end of my turn.
See. Alright, well I can't stomp. I can't swing. And I don't have a heal, so I can't heal. So I guess I will move, omnidirectional move. And then I will gaze. Well, not that one. That's not gaze. Where's gaze? I had a gaze. There we go. Then I will gaze. Deal 1 wound to any hero unit. So any hero unit in surrounding ground space that shares a side. Oh, so only deal 1 wound to one of them. I think earlier I dealt 1 to all of them. But I actually only deal damage to 1. I want to get rid of... I think I want to get rid of the... Oh, no, it can't be in my space. So I'm going to get rid of this archer. Gives me 5. And back to you. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
So my my king is going to leap.
Oh, but see, him, you can, as long as you get a ranged attack, he can keep attacking that. He didn't have to ever go anywhere. That's actually good.
And he is going to attack.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, if Grak has 9 or more wounds at the beginning of your turn, you may take an additional action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 1 more, then I get to start taking 3 actions instead of 2. I guess it's like Hulk. Once you make me more injured, I get more angry and I want to do more.
So if I leap 2 with my sentinel, well, it cannot attack right now.
You can't. You don't have enough. There's no space there.
Oh, that's only 1.
Well, do your refresh. Maybe you get a bow and arrow. Discard 1 card to draw 2 cards.
I know, but this can help me a lot. Bye, night.
So that was your second action, right? Yep.
Tip.
No ranged?
No. No. Ay.
You could take a third action and then use your relics. Well, take your third action first, which would be prepare again, because you're trying to get your ranged, right? You draw 2. Right? Did you get your ranged? You gotta use one of your relics.
Oh, relics. And then.
All right, so he does.
Yep.
There.
There.
All right. So now you draw back to 5. If you're already at 5, then you draw 1.
No.
You were at 5 after all that? You know a lot of. That was a lot of draw too. How are you not at 5? All right. So the only thing I can do is all right. So I'm going to heal. I need.
No, don't heal.
What do I want to heal? I want to heal my swing. And I get to draw 1 card. And then I'm going to swing at him.
Wait.
Which does that. Which audio sentinel. Oh, you just kind of put him off the side. He doesn't get shuffled. I don't think he gets shuffled in. Yeah, I guess he would. I guess he just goes to your discard pile. So he can come back. All right. And then I move this up 1, so I'm at 6. All right, back to you.
I thought I was playing.
Oh, hang on. I was at 9. I was at 9 damage at the beginning of that turn, wasn't I? I need to take 1 more action. Lo siento. I'm going to throw. Oh, I forgot this guy's down here. I went into his space. No, I'm not going to throw. I'm not going to throw you off. Why would I throw you off? I'm going to do another swing at this little guy. That gets rid of him. Puts me at 7.
No.
Oh, I can't. Luckily, I can't take 3 turns next turn. Right? Because I'm at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I'm only at 8. You need to be able to do like 3 damage to me in 1 turn. Yeah. Well, you got your range, Chica. She can attack anywhere. No ranged in. Prepare.
Okay, so.
Well, I mean, you got him if you got melee. If you prepare, you got a 50-50 shot of getting a ranged. Well, not a 50-50, but you got a shot you get a ranged or a melee, both which could help you.
Do I discard only 1 always? Can
yeah,
I
it's
do
1
both?
to draw 2. Mm-hmm. I think that swing is, yeah, you really want to make sure I don't have that swing.
Okay, I need to think very well about this movement. If she attacks from there... No. If she attacks from there, deal 1 wound to any guardian location. So... but I have both in 1 card!
Oh, that's one or the other. You don't have another
because
one?
then... No, because then she would... And I cannot do the can I do the prepare again?
Yeah. Well, with your bones. With your relics.
Okay, can I do that before I play the card?
See? Well, no. Prepare first. Use that to then play your card.
Oh, okay. So I prepare.
Because you're not out of actions yet.
Oh, you have only 1 card.
Well, draw 1 and then shuffle. Shuffle. You get 1 more. Shuffle. Shuffle. Shuffle.
I don't know how to shuffle. I'm so nervous.
You're so nervous. This one's our game. You can ripple shuffle all you want. This isn't the prototype copy. This is our copy.
See, now I saw the card. It's not what I needed.
Okay, well.
So I have to still think a lot. If she does from there, I can do swing. I cannot hurt swing.
Currently, swing doesn't.
Oh wait, I have to play. Oh no, this one is my card.
Well, yeah, you're gonna be doing that to do that next action. Yeah.
No, what? Can't I do that? Is she being there cannot...
Yeah, she can. You
Can
did two.
attack
You
swing?
did 2 prepares. What else did you do this round?
Nothing.
So you've only done 2 prepares.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can do a 3rd prepare.
She's going to... She's going to attack your swing.
I would probably recommend not attacking my swing.
Then the gaze?
Honestly, it doesn't matter where you attack me.
Because you do, you always kill my guys with your swing.
It does. Hang on. Yeah. No. It's that lining up thing. You're right. Okay. It doesn't matter what you attack.
Because then next turn I cannot swing with this one because this does not have a swing.
Fully understand. Does not matter what you attack.
Because you're already going to kill me.
On the next turn. Yep.
Ugh.
Let me see with the relics. Beginning player may find disadvantage against experience. 6 relics. Each relic can be spent during the game to allow additional action during the turn. Once spent, they're removed. It doesn't say you can't spend more than one of those relics. But I'm going to tell you, it really doesn't matter what you go after because I have a win condition with both of them. So even if you spend another relic and you say you went here, right, to prevent me from doing a gaze, and then he swung there to get rid of my gaze, do you have a swing? Yeah, so you do your swing, right? Unless you have another arrow.
I do. This card is mean.
You'll just go through all of your relics doing prepare. It doesn't say you're limited to using 1 per turn, so technically you could.
So I already used this one.
Yeah.
For the gaze.
So that was all of your moves plus the 2 relics you just spent. So you're currently out of actions unless you spend more relics.
I have only 1 left. No,
You have no actions left. You have 3 relics left. Yes.
Okay, so hold on. I can probably do something nice. If I
you need to be able to hit this spot right here to win the game.
With 3 things. With 3.
But you need to prepare because currently you have no attacks. Let's see your hand. You have no attacks. You need attacks.
But I don't want to discourage something that helps me move 1 here.
You don't need to move. You have her. She can shoot any spot if you get arranged. See?
Okay, I'm prepared.
Prepare. All right, so I'll spin that one.
I'm super prepared.
You're super prepared. All right. It's not the one you want. Because you need to be able to attack with this one.
Yeah.
And it was the attack came on the last prepare.
See, so if I had done that one first. If I had used
no,
the ball,
that's fine. That's fine. We'll do what you wanted. You said do swing first. There you go.
Okay,
you had
if
her,
I do
you had her hit
first
swing.
with the other card, then with this
then
one.
Then that one would be this here. The reason I said it didn't matter what you did is if you didn't do my gaze, I had the wild, which allowed me to do any, right?
Oh.
So I could gaze, which would kill her because she's only got 1 heart, right? If you didn't do gaze, say you did swing, right? Or you didn't do swing, then I would just move and then I would play that to swing.
Oh.
Which would still hit those 2 because they were underneath him. So either way, I would have won. Now, I don't know. Like I said, the game doesn't say you can't use all 6 of them. So technically, it was close to my win, but I let you win.
Because first I said that I would do that.
You are correct, but you didn't know that I had the win on the next turn. You wouldn't have spent all these if I didn't tell you that I had the win. All right, so let's go ahead and do our first impressions. All right, there we go. First impressions. So Adri is the winner. She has the extra life medal.
I don't think I deserve it.
You don't feel like you deserve it. But yeah, so this is Skulk Hollow. So of course, like we mentioned, we will be playing Mall Peak tomorrow. So if you're watching this at that point in time in the future, that video should be up. Otherwise, let's go over the components. What do you think about the components?
I like the components.
You really like the components. We opened.
You know what? That you said about the cards, I love it.
So the cards.
Because I didn't pay attention to that at the beginning, but I was.
Once you know the symbols, so once you know the symbols, the cards actually have the symbols in the one of these sides. These sides. There you go. That side. Yeah. So they have it on the side. So when you're fanning out your cards, you know what they are.
And
just from you don't have to continually look at the cards. So yeah, that's nice. The art's great. Love the art. The graphics are great. When Pencil first reached out for Mall Peak, I saw the art and I was like, oh, the art's beautiful, right? And it's card play. It's a 2-player game. So like that's perfect for us. Love the chunky meeps. Love the chunky meeps. This is the chunky meep for my guy. But of course, the other ones which are in their boxes.
But these ones are also very nice.
Very cute. And you don't mind that screen printing? Because it's just a little detail.
What?
The screen printing.
What screen printing?
The picture on the thing that's printed on them. No?
I mean, if they were instead different colors?
Well, you sometimes you don't like the screen printing because you don't think it makes sense.
But in this case, it is not to give. No, it's not. That it does not. Like these ones, I like it because it is like actually a broken heart,
yeah,
and it is that you lose a life.
We've done damage.
These ones are okay. What I prefer if they didn't have anything, they will still be a fox.
Yeah, it's still a fox.
And it does not need to have the design of a fox.
A picture of the fox because you know it's a fox, yeah. So the subtle, you like those better because it's just the symbol to identify which one of these of your Foxen are. So on the Foxen cards, there is a symbol, and then on the meeple, that same symbol is on them. So that actually I like. I do like that it makes it very easy to do that. So components are really great. The rule book, nice and chunky. It's got a nice thick. I don't know if you felt that. It's like the outer thing is like very thick, so very durable. So the components are muy bien. Mucho mejor. Mechanics. What do you think about the mechanics? Because you played, yours is a little bit different than mine. I mean, it's basically just card play and action programming.
I like the mechanics, although it took me a while to get it. Especially, because we are not in the position of the exact spot to do this.
And I think that is a hindrance. So definitely if you're going to play this game, make sure that you've got the board turned. So that way you're sitting it the right way. So that way the actions make more sense for the movement, makes it easier. But yeah, I like the mechanics. I like the difference between the two. I do feel like the heroes take more to figure out than the bad guys. Now again, that's because I am playing the easiest bad guy. So maybe when we play Mall Peak, I'll play the next bad guy up. Maybe I'll play the 2-star when we do Mall Peak. Well, no, you were going to play the bad guy next. Yeah, so Mall Peak, you're playing the bad guy. So maybe when we do the combo next Saturday, I'll try one of the harder ones and see if it actually is. Because that's the only thing I didn't like, is it did feel like the bad guy was a little bit too easy. Like as long as I stood where your guys were, I could keep swinging as long as you didn't take out my swing. And if you did take out my swing, then I just needed to use my stomp to put you here, 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 and here, like beside me, up and down, left and right, because then I could use my gaze. And that gaze is really hard to knock out. The gaze took 4 hits before I could do that. And that was deadly. I took out probably at least 3 or 4 with just the gaze, didn't I? Otherwise it was swinging. So, but no, I like the mechanics. I think they work. It's very clean, very simple. I think very quick once you get it down. It took us a little while to play because this is our first playthrough. All right.
I think that at some point still we were kind of level. Well, we were at the end we were, but I think that before we were like pair, like even. But yeah, at the beginning I was thinking the opposite, because at the very beginning I was kind of like hitting you a lot.
because you were only focusing on, well, because all your hit cards were there, and then you ran out of hit cards, and it was all of your guys. And then once all your guys came out, then it was easy for me to go around and just play whack-a-mole.
Well, yeah, okay, yes.
So it's a balance. It really is. And now that does kind of come down to there is luck involved. There's luck in the draw, luck in the cards you get, but only so far. Because I mean, you're drawing 5 cards at a turn. You have the capability to discard to draw 2 to try to mitigate that. However, we saw there at the end, you had to discard a lot, and you're drawing 2 every time, and finally got a swing on the final card of your extra turns from the relics. So, right, difficulty. I don't think it was too difficult. I was afraid going into this, and I'll tell you guys, to be honest, we're still working on our house. We're still doing renovations, and I read this rule book probably in 15, 20 minutes because I had to set up the game table and all that. So I probably read the rules in about 20 minutes, and then we just now played. Yeah. So I don't feel like it was that difficult. There's a lot of rules. It seems like there's a lot of rules, but a lot of it's examples and descriptions of what it is. I did have to refer back to the rulebook just to double check a couple things, but I don't feel it's too hard. And then by being able to adjust
that's really
the difficulty.
Cool. Yes.
Yeah, by having these relics. So like if you have an advanced player and then you have
and even
a younger player.
The power is really helpful.
Now I can get power with some of the other bad guys.
I know.
Or some of the other guardians can get power. This one particular Grak doesn't have power abilities, but some of them would. But I didn't find it too difficult. You?
No, I didn't find it too difficult once I understood.
once you understood the actions. That's usually what it is. We got to get through about 1 or 2 turns. Mm-hmm. And that's how a lot of people, they say the best way to learn a game is by playing the game. Oddly is definitely a kinesthetic learner versus let me watch a Rodney Smith or read the rule book. If I can watch Rodney read the rule book, then I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
Playing helps solidify that, but yeah. No, so it wasn't too difficult. Fun at 2. Well, it's only a 2-player game.
It was fun.
So yeah, it is fun. We don't usually like that kind of take thatty type games, but this one actually is not to say take that, but attacking type games.
Each other, like versus
games were not usually, but this one was fun.
It was fun.
I think it's the art and the theme, which we get into next, I think really helped this be more fun for us at 2 than normal versus games are, right? So then that leads into the theme. What did you think about the theme?
I loved it, and I think that what you were saying about the art, it helps me when it is kind of cartoony and I mean. And
all we read was the boxes, which helps whenever they have flavor text.
Yes.
I didn't even read. Did you even? I gave you the rule book. Did you read this? About who you are?
I didn't.
So it says the Foxen heroes are attuned to the same power once given to the Guardians. While they may not possess an equal measure, they are nonetheless called to mighty acts and recognize the greatest among their clans. Even before the Guardians appear on the horizon, the small folk can sense the truth in the ancient stories. So it's got a nice little flavor text. And then for the Guardians, in a time long since forgotten, wizards came together to take on a challenge worthy of the gods, creation itself. Unleashing their greatest magic, they drew together raw materials, shaping them into golems and servitors that would transform their visions into reality. These creators would one day become known as Guardians. So it's I mean, it's a small world. That's all the flavor text, but like it really does.
Enough.
It makes you feel thematically involved, and then Mall Peak's going to have the same thing. So, and then they're building this world, and I noticed that there's a map in the box. There's a map somewhere else. Oh, it's here. There's a map in the box, and there's also a map here. It's a Børe, B-O-R-E is the name of the world, and so we're playing. Mall Peak's over here, so that's the new game. And then Skulk Hollow's down here.
Okay.
So that's only 2 of the locations in this whole world. Like even if the newer games aren't based on this mechanic, like they've got so much they could build upon. Oh shoot, there's the Great Returns. There's a whole flavor. We're in the theme section. We're going to read the flavor text. Legends say that the Guardians shaped the land and entered a deep slumber. Now they're awoken, and the heroes of the Foxen small folk must defeat the Guardians to win their rightful place in the world. The first battle in the world between the Guardians and the small folk will take place in Skulk Hollow. Everyone in Skulk Hollow knows the legends. The small folk recall the ancient times when the turbulent hours of creation coalesced into a tranquil world. They tell and retell the stories of the guardians who carried out the task of creation and then rested when their labors were complete. They celebrate the formation of the land and the birth of the civilized clans of the fox, the hare, the mouse, and the bear. So the bear and the fox. So there's 2 more expansions probably going to come out. The hare and the mouse. For generations, the small folk had puzzled over the crystal skeletons found among the occasional titanic artifacts and ruins hidden in the wooded world, from the highest peaks to the valley floors and into the caverns below the surface. Each discovery brings new questions, but none with answers. But there are heroes who hear whispers in the wind, who feel the trembling in the grounds. The sleeping guardians are waking. When they do, kingdoms will be crushed on their footsteps, unless the heroes rise to protect the homeland. Only by facing the guardians and climbing across the monstrous forms can these small folk hope to be victorious. Nice. There you go. So thematically, that's great. We should read. We need to remember to look for flavor text before we start playing a game. But we felt it without the flavor text. That just made it much better. I'm excited to play Wall Peak tomorrow. Because of that, because then we're going to read the flavor text from Wall Peak. It's going to be great.
Nice.
All right. So there you go, guys. That is Skulk Hollow. If you want to watch the Mall Peak video or the Mall Peak video next week or the Mall Peak video that might already be uploaded if you're watching this after it's uploaded on YouTube, what do they need to do?
Subscribe. Activate
Notifications.
Oh,
that YouTube stuff. But until next time, guys.
Adios.
Peace.